United Nations says more than 1,000 Afghans were killed in the first half of 2009. Civilian fatalities rose nearly 25% compared to the same time last year. The report says Taliban militants were responsible for nearly 60% of civilian deaths, mostly through roadside bombs and suicide attacks, such as this month's attack in Kunduz province. But the report also blames Afghan government and international forces for errant airstrikes that killed hundreds, including a small child in Herat last February. Meanwhile, violence is also taking an increasing toll on U.S. and NATO forces. July was the deadliest month for international troops in Afghanistan since 2001, with at least 75 coalition troops killed. Those deaths include at least 43 U.S. and 22 British soldiers. White House spokesman Robert Gibbs.
We're not going to be successful simply by military means alone. We have to increase our focus on development, on agriculture, on civil society. Only through both means are we going to see progress.
Gibbs' comments Friday came as published reports say the top U.S. commander in Afghanistan, General Stanley McChrystal, wants to make significant changes in military strategy. Thousands of U.S., British, and Afghan troops are taking part in a major offensive aimed at eliminating Taliban strongholds in the southern Afghan province of Helmand. The UN report says Taliban militants are increasingly carrying out operations in civilian areas to deliberately blur the distinction between combatants and civilians. McChrystal reportedly wants to focus less on attacking Taliban strongholds in remote locations and more on working with local Afghan tribal leaders to persuade them to fight corruption. Reports say McChrystal's assessment also includes a recommendation to nearly double Afghan soldiers and police forces to 400,000. At the White House, Gibbs said the administration is, for now, satisfied with the progress of Afghan security forces.
We'll continue to continually review the policy in order to make a determination that we're seeing the progress the president wants in destroying and defeating the enemy there.
General McChrystal is also said to be considering asking the White House for a bigger boost in U.S. troops in Afghanistan than what the president has already called for. Earlier this year, Mr. Obama approved the deployment of an additional 21,000 forces. Robert Raffaele, VOA News.